My boyfriend of 5 years told his friends at a bar, "I'm basically test driving her. Why buy when you can rent?" I heard Colin say it through the bathroom door at O'Malley's pub. His buddy Austin had asked when we were moving in together, and Colin laughed and said those exact words. The guys at the table all laughed. His brother Kevin high-fived him. His dad Tom raised his beer in a toast. I stood frozen in the hallway, feeling like I'd been slapped. 5 years together. I'd helped him through his dad's cancer scare, supported him when he lost his job, even loaned him $3,000 to fix his car transmission. But apparently, I was just a rental with no deposit required. I walked back to the table, smiled, and finished my drink. But that night, I made a decision. If Colin wanted to treat our relationship like a rental agreement, maybe it was time to start charging rental fees. I started with intimacy. Colin was used to affection whenever he wanted it. The next time he tried to kiss me, I pulled back. "What's wrong?" he asked. "Nothing's wrong. I just think we should be more intentional. Married couples are intimate. People test driving should keep things casual." His face went confused, but he didn't push it. Then I implemented rental property rules. Colin had a key to my apartment and came over whenever he felt like it. That weekend, I changed the locks. When he showed up Sunday morning with coffee, his key didn't work. "Why'd you change the locks?" he asked through the door. "Rental properties require 24-hour notice for access." I said, "Just text me tomorrow if you want to visit." Within a week, Colin was texting constantly. "Can I come over? Are you free tonight?" Each time, I'd respond with available time slots like I was a dentist's office. "I have an opening Thursday between 6 and 8 p.m. Does that work?" But I wasn't finished. I stopped attending his family dinners. For 3 years, I'd shown up every Sunday, bringing homemade desserts and helping with dishes. That Sunday, his mom called. "Megan, are you coming? I made your favorite pot roast. I appreciate the invitation, but I think family dinners are for family members, not test drives." I wouldn't want to give the wrong impression. I could hear her sharp intake of breath. "What did you say?" "You'd have to ask Colin about that." I replied and hung up. His mom called him immediately, then his brother, then his dad. Colin showed up at my apartment that night, panicked. "What did you tell my mom?" "The truth, that I'm just a test drive." "Those were your words, remember?" "I was joking. It was just guy talk." "Interesting, because it didn't sound like a joke when your dad toasted to it." That's when Colin went into overdrive. He sent flowers to my office 3 days in a row, bought me a $400 necklace, started talking about looking at apartments together, even mentioned meeting with a real estate agent. But I'd been doing some research. I called his buddy Austin, the one who'd asked about us moving in. Austin felt awful about laughing. He also told me something interesting. Colin had been looking at apartments for us for 6 months. He'd already put down a deposit on a 2-bedroom downtown and was planning to surprise me with the keys on our anniversary next month. So Colin was planning to move in together all along, but still made that joke to seem cool in front of his friends. He was willing to humiliate me publicly just to get laughs. That made it even worse. Our anniversary came. Colin took me to Bella Vista, the Italian restaurant where we had our first date. He was fidgeting all night, barely eating. After dessert, he pulled out an envelope with shaking hands. "Megan, I love you more than anything. I know I've been an idiot, but I want to build a life with you." He opened the envelope and pulled out keys attached to a keychain that said, "Our home. I got us an apartment. Will you move in with me?" The entire restaurant was watching. The couple at the next table had stopped talking. Our waiter was standing nearby. Even the couple by the window had turned to watch. I looked at the keys, then at Colin's hopeful face, then at all the strangers waiting for my response. I smiled and said, loud enough for everyone to hear, "Colin, that's so sweet, but I'm still test driving you. Why would I commit when I can just keep renting?" The restaurant went dead silent. Colin's face drained of all color. Someone dropped their fork. I stood up, grabbed my coat, and walked out while Colin sat there holding his keys, looking like his entire world had just collapsed.